Watch this video if you want to make incredible, delicious, and easy sourdough pizza like this one. Welcome to Sourdough Sister. My name is Lydia, and today we're making one of the easiest and most delicious ways to use your sourdough discard, a thin crust sourdough pizza. This recipe is perfect for a quick lunch or dinner, and it makes great use of something most people usually throw out. It is crispy, flavorful, and comes together in about 30 minutes or even less, with almost no planning required. All you need is your discard, a hot oven, and a good cast iron skillet. To start, go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. While it's heating, place your cast iron skillet inside the oven to preheat as well. I like to give it at least 30 minutes in there so it gets really piping hot. That heat is what's going to give you the beautiful golden brown crust on the bottom. It should be crispy, slightly blistered, and full of flavor. The preheated skillet is really the key to making this feel like a stone-baked pizza without actually needing a pizza stone or special equipment. While the oven and skillet heat up, pull out your jar of sourdough discard. It can be cold from the fridge or at room temperature. It doesn't really matter for this recipe, but you do want it to be pourable. Think thick pancake batter. If it's too thick and sluggish, so it's not easy to distribute. If it's too thick and sluggish, just stir in a splash of water like I did until it loosens up a bit. I would have even put a little bit more water in than I did. Give it a good mix to even it out and break up any bubbles or lumps. Once your skillet is fully preheated and you're ready to bake, carefully remove it from the oven and set it on your stovetop or a heat-safe surface. It'll be extremely hot, so be cautious. Now pour in a couple tablespoons of olive oil straight into the hot pan. The oil should shimmer and might even sizzle a little when it hits the surface. Immediately pour your sourdough discard right into the center of the skillet on top of that hot oil. The oil is going to help fry the bottom of the crust while it bakes, giving you that crackly golden edge that we want. Use the back of a spoon or an offset spatula to gently spread the discard into a thin, even layer. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. Some uneven spots are fine, and any bubbles will just add texture. Try to keep the layer nice and thin. You should be able to see the dark color of the skillet showing through in places. That's how you'll get a true thin crust feel once it bakes. Now carefully slide the skillet back into the oven and let it bake for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the top of the discard is fully set. What that means is when you shake the pan, the top shouldn't jiggle. It should look matte and dry, and maybe some browning around the edges. This step is important because it creates a strong base before you add any toppings, and it prevents the crust from getting soggy later on. Once the top looks set, take the pan back out and add your toppings. I am using a simple marinara sauce and a pinch of oregano, but feel free to use any pizza sauce you like. Spoon a thin layer over the surface of the baked discard. Then sprinkle on your cheese. I am using shredded mozzarella here, but you can absolutely customize it to whatever you want. Keep the toppings light. This crust is thin, so a mountain of ingredients can weigh it down and make it soggy. After the mozzarella, I added the pepperoni. Slide the skillet back into the oven and bake for another 8 to 10 minutes, or until the cheese is melted, bubbling, and starting to brown. It is really up to your preference for how much you want to bake your pizza. If you like your cheese extra golden, you can finish it off under the broiler for the last minute or two, but keep a close eye on it because it can go from golden to burnt fast under the broiler. When it comes out of the oven, let it rest for just a minute. The cheese will settle and the crust will crisp up a little bit more. You can also add a drizzle of olive oil or a pinch of red pepper flakes if you're feeling fancy. And that's it. Thin, crispy sourdough pizza from discard. Made right in the cast iron skillet. It's Easy, fast, and a great way to make the most of your sourdough routine without wasting anything. If you give this a try, let me know how it turns out in the comments and watch this sourdough video next.